Welcome to Believe, the Conspiracy Theory Podcast, a podcast presented by two comedians. I'm Phil Green.
And I'm David Ferguson.
That's right. And in each of these episodes, we invite on a guest to talk about their favorite conspiracy theory. It might be a conspiracy theory they believe in. It might be a conspiracy theory they don't believe in. It might be a conspiracy theory they think is the most ridiculous thing they've ever heard. But we try to debunk it, or we try to prove it, or let's face it, none of the above. Now, I am very much a cynic when it comes to conspiracy theories. You, very much the opposite.
Yes. You believe in a world of lies, and I see the truth.
Yes. And we are now in 2024, probably by the time this goes out, a year of multiple elections.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the rich pickings for conspiracy theories when elections are happening.
Conspiracy theories do kick off massively, don't they? Especially in the US.
Definitely. It's already happening. Do
you think that's because that's always been the case with American elections, right? There's always been a lot of buzz around conspiracies relating to those elections. But in Britain, that's only really been, I would say, in the last, well, definitely Brexit, but the last couple of elections.
Yeah, it's a recent thing. It's a post-Trump phenomenon. So I think that's very, very interesting. And I mean, I can't wait to hear all the conspiracy theories, because what if Trump wins? But yeah, I'm just waiting for them all to come out. What if he's in prison when he wins?
Well, and he will, because the only way he's not going to go to prison is to win the election. And then excuse himself.
Oh my! I wouldn't. I mean, that's a movie, right?
I think that's a three-parter for us.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
so exciting.
It's so exciting.
Okay, the end of the world. Good for us, though. Anyway, I keep forgetting to say we have social media channels now. Yes, we do. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. Although if you're watching us on YouTube, you already know that. So like and subscribe. It's at Believe Conspiracy Podcast. So please do give us a follow. It really does help us genuinely to build the podcast, get the name out there. Also, selfishly, I'm on tour in 2024.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Where are you going to be on tour,
thanks for asking, David. I'm going to Cambridge, Weston-super-Mare, Southampton, Sudbury, Bristol, Brighton, Glasgow, Liverpool, Sheffield and Poole with my 2023 Edinburgh show, 4 weddings and a breakdown.
Great show.
Probably some other cities as well. So if you...
Yes, my aunt wants you to come to Belfast.
Your aunt quite desperately wants me to come to Belfast, so probably Belfast at some point. So check out our social media feed. We will be putting the links to those shows in there, so check it out if you can. Also, we haven't given a shout out to Atek. He's already spoken. We should do that. We have the wonderful Mooch on Atek.
Yay!
He's going to keep this ship sailing in the right direction, because someone has to. And our guest today...
Who's our guest?
Our guest today, David, is the wonderful Ashish Suri.
He is wonderful.
He is wonderful. He's a wonderful comedian. He has sold out London's Soho Theatre. Very often you'll see him at the Comedy Store. You'll see him at some of the biggest comedy clubs in the UK. He has been nominated for the Leicester Mercury Comedian of the Year prize. He's been in loads of other comedy award finals. He's a fantastic comic. He also MCs at the Comedy Cabin in Hoxton. Brilliant night if you do get a chance to go down there. He's everywhere, isn't he? He is everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Almost too much, if I'm honest.
Yes.
Almost too much.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's like sand.
Yes, we brought him on here. We like him very much, and we think you're going to love him. And the conspiracy theory that Ashish has chosen to talk about is...
The Earth is hollow.
The Earth is hollow. Let's bring him on.
Get out of the rabbit hole.
It's a fake. Every single bird in the sky is a robot.
It's fiction.
Doubt your government.
It's an urban legend.
Like, if they're actually spraying something in the sky?
No way.
A stream of absurdity.
It's a total fabrication.
Welcome to the podcast, Ashish Suri!
Woo!
There he is. For the benefit of the listener, Ashish has a 1989 top on, as in a top with 1989 written on it. Not it's from. Well, mate, is it from 1989?
Yeah, it's a family heirloom. Every year we change the century, you know.
Is it a Taylor Swift?
Oh, fuck no.
It's not.
Are we allowed to swear, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck no.
What you're not allowed to do is diss Taylor Swift. Yeah. Oh my God, I am a gay man. That is not okay.
The thing is, like, I'm. Well, you know what? Like, it's people have a go at Taylor Swift fans, and I'm like, the fans are fine, because there's worse kind of fans. Like, you go to a football match, you'll see worse kind. And they don't even have the excuse to being teenagers.
So what you think Taylor Swift fans are worse than football fans? Or
no, the Taylor Swift fans are fine. Okay. It's Taylor Swift by herself.
Oh, you don't know Taylor Swift?
You can't diss. You can't diss.
I'm
Taylor
neutral.
Swift.
I'm neutral. I'm not dissing her. I'm neutral. I don't like her. I don't dislike her. I'm neutral. She's a rich person, and I'm happy for her.
This is more controversial than the actual
Anything
conspiracy.
we can talk about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, you're neutral on Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Do you not know her origins?
Oh, absolutely. Do I not know her origins?
Yeah.
I'm a gay man.
She comes from a rich family. No, they moved to the West Country to make sure her career launches as a country artist.
Yeah, they moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
She was like 14, and her dad bought shares in a record company.
Oh, so they created the product.
Oh yeah.
She's not.
But Taylor Swift is genuinely good. I
Yeah, it doesn't
defy
mean she's
you.
not good.
I
No.
defy you not to dance to Shake It Off.
Not question. Like, look, she's a performer. She's talented as fuck. But is she an artist? Question mark. I don't know. Anyways, the conspiracy theory was
Well, there's a conspiracy theory about Taylor Swift that she's the granddaughter of Anton LaVey, who was the head of the Church of Satan.
Really?
Yeah. If you look at Anton LaVey's daughter, whose name escapes me as I'm saying.
Every episode we record this, we add another conspiracy to the list.
Well, she looks just like Anton LaVey's daughter at the same age,
What?
freakishly so.
you mean plastic?
So, Taylor Swift, the reason that she got to be so successful is she's a Satanist.
I told you she drinks blood.
Oh, they all do. Come on. They're like, we can't wait to join that club. The Black Eye Club, I want to be there.
Tom Cruise started it, I think.
Tom Cruise
Scientology? No, I don't know.
Yeah, he
has been drinking
definitely
blood for
drinks blood.
decades. Yeah.
He definitely drinks blood.
Yeah, but his movies are good.
Again.
Some of them.
Some of them are good.
You mix up performance and art.
Where would you place yourself, performer or artist?
I place myself as a struggler.
Well, you're one of the hardest working comedians I know. You're gigging all the time.
You are out all the
I don't
time.
have a social life. Yes, that is a neat.
That's the
way
main
to say.
reason.
It's when people say, "Oh, he's a bit promiscuous," I'm like, he's a whore. He's a whore is what he is. That's
but for gigs.
Yeah.
Aren't you just tired all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's my jam.
We're middle-aged. We're all tired all the time. It's not whether
Well,
you do.
we're not. We are.
No,
You're not
I'm
middle-aged.
middle-aged next year. I'm middle-aged next year, and then for the next 20 years. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Fucking
still not sure. About
excited.
this. I'm sure not sure about this middle-age cutoff thing.
No, I don't like
It is.
Sure, the boundary might move while you're in middle age, though.
No.
You know, okay, no.
Yeah, it might move if you like. If I turn middle-aged next year and then I die 3 years later, yeah, my middle age will change.
But then, yeah. You'll never reach the middle of middle age.
No.
Okay.
That was my age. It won't be middle age.
Anyway, conspiracy theories.
We love Taylor Swift.
We love Taylor Swift. Like, can we just stop with the Taylor Swift track now?
Just like,
This is a serious podcast. We're never going to get onto Radio 4 like this. Right. How do you feel about conspiracy theories? When you hear a conspiracy theory, are you inclined to believe it? Are you inclined to look for the flaws in the argument? How do you feel about them?
Dude, I am a big fan of conspiracy theories.
You are.
Just finding out. Because here's the thing. No, I grew up reading a lot of fantasy fiction, and science fiction. And my dad's he retired as a scientist. Both my mom and dad are engineers. I'm a double dual core engineer. Blah blah blah. The one
You're
thing
an
I was
engineer?
taught- Huh?
Yeah, because
You're an
you are a
engineer?
scientist yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I used to be. Yeah. So
Now you're a comedian?
Yeah.
it is a science.
His parents are really
So proud.
disappointed, Yeah.
Hey, why do you think I left the country? It's just one of the things. My dad's always been like, look, you believe whatever you want to believe, as long as you can put logic into it.
Yes.
And if you can put logic into it, freaking why not?
Yeah.
Like Reddit is a thing, right? Reddit is the new Tumblr.
Yeah, I don't love Reddit. There's not enough porn
There's-
on it.
But hey, you just not dug deep enough. Well, hey, I'm not just the hardworking comedian.
He
I
has
hard
to
work
do
on
something
other
with his
things
days.
I do my research. But no, Reddit has these things as well, where it's just like what started as a conspiracy theory and was proved right, and there's shit like that. And I was like, give everything the benefit of doubt, and if they can prove it, they can prove it. If they can't prove it, well, new comic book.
So your instinct is to go. You're on the fence until someone has proven or disproven it.
Yep.
You don't instantly go, that's a ridiculous theory. I instantly reject it.
Yeah. Like I believe the royals are lizard people. Nobody's disproved me on that
That's
one.
another
That's
episode.
another episode.
Just saying.
Yeah.
This is just me listing out. Like, but I'm indexing your episodes now.
Good. Thanks.
Okay.
Hardest
We
working
need
man in
someone
comedy.
needs to.
I have no clue what's going on.
So the conspiracy theory you have chosen is the Earth is hollow. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of background. I mean, you don't need it, but for the benefit of the people listening and watching at home, a group of conspiracy theorists believe the Earth is hollow and that superior alien humans, Vikings, and Nazis live inside. Instead of thinking the world is flat, they are convinced that it actually contains a paradise at its core that resembles the Garden of Eden. The hollow Earthers even believe UFOs are sent from the globe's interior by guardians of the planet to spy on the human race and avert a potential nuclear war. Author Rodney Clough is spearheaded the movement, which he claims has thousands of followers after a boom in numbers. That's in the last 5 years or so. He is also confident in he's so confident in his theory that he organized a voyage to the hollow Earth in 2007 via an opening in the North Pole. The £15,000 a year the £15,000 per head expedition was cancelled. Clough is still convinced that an inner paradise within its own solar system exists. They believe the same about the moon and other planets. The conspiracy theorists believe there is another portal in the poles and one in the Himalayas leading to a land that is home to immortal escaped Nazis from World War II and the lost Viking colonies. Nazis and Vikings all living together in some kind of utopia.
I'd say the entrance wouldn't be through Himalayas though. Probably.
Oh, that's an entrance, not the only.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'd be like it'd be more like South America.
Where?
Why South America?
There is a theory.
That's where all the Nazis escaped.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that's another conspiracy theory. Did Hitler?
No, that's proven.
Did Hitler survive the Second World War? And I think he did.
Yeah, dude.
But anyway, that's another whole story. Sorry.
Like all that was needed to be done was like for him to shave his mustache and get like a mohawk. And it's just like blend in like.
Yeah, it's because that's what South Americans do. Wander around with mohawks.
What's the German city in South America?
There's a few. There's a few in
like
Chile and Argentina.
Yeah, proper.
I don't know, man.
German, authentic.
I'm still coming to terms with the European continent. You can't throw. Bolivia, South America.
Yeah.
I love that word, Bolivia.
This is a fucking.
It's as central in South America as you can possibly get. It's right bang in the middle.
Okay. I thought Bolivia was like an Eastern European country.
That's Bulgaria.
I used to.
All right.
I used to think Argentina was Eastern Europe.
Bolivia, right?
I used to think Argentina was Eastern Europe when I find like.
I mean, the British tried. That's right. Anyways, I can I just before we get into this, can I just say something? I like how you started with like. You put your glasses on,
yeah,
to like get into it. That
I have to read,
to read,
yeah.
And then you're like for everyone watching and listening at home, like where in their homes do you think they're listening this?
Well, it's metaphorical. Like the home could be wherever your heart is.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're out for your jog. You know, you're listening to this podcast. You're doing a long drive.
We like to think people sit. The family gathers round for the release of this podcast.
Around the wireless.
They all sit round. Like Noel's house party back in the day, and all the family watch together.
But do you think though, like even with like your comedy stuff that you put online, that somebody's one time like you know masturbating and the ad pops up for your show, and they're like, I'll finish this.
I never wank over myself.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else.
Oh, someone else. Oh, yeah. Depends who it is.
Wait, hang on. You don't masturbate to yourself?
Not that often.
Oh, fuck. Dude, it's so much. Just try. That's like my Saturday morning ritual.
Hang on. To yourself or to me?
To me.
Okay, good. Just checking.
My blank bank is just me. Anyways, you were saying.
And yet so many others. This author, the Rodney Clough, he said, I don't know how flat earthers could be so confused. They are obviously wrong. The world is not flat. It's hollow, obviously.
Centrifugal force.
They regularly spy on us using spacecraft and flying saucers. They want to keep an eye on us and stop us from starting nuclear war. The majority of UFOs actually come from inside our planet. In 1811, a Norwegian sailor named Olaf Jansen claimed he had sailed through an entrance to the inside of the Earth at the North Pole. How can you sail through... Anyway.
Like underground rivers and water bodies, no?
What, the North Pole? Maybe I've not been.
Everywhere.
He claimed
They've got an entrance in the Himalayas. You just mentioned.
Yeah, there is an entrance there. He claimed to have lived in the beautiful paradise for years with his father, among humans who were 12 feet tall and immune from illness. Janssen told author Willis George Emerson, the city of Eden is located in what seems to be a beautiful valley, yet in fact it is the loftiest mountain plateau of the inner continent. So the first stop as you go down.
Yeah. I should get there.
Seems legit.
Okay, good. We'll leave it there. Thanks, Ashish. What do we think about this conceptually? Do we think it's possible?
Well, I like.
I mean, not this specifically, but
not this. Well, but
No,
there's
it could
loads,
be. That could be.
But there's loads of references to the inner Earth or the inside Earth and the inside Sun. Like I'm from Northern Ireland. I grew up Irish, and the Tuatha De Danann have their tribes.
Wait, the
underneath-
Tuat what?
The Tuatha De
don't worry, we're
Danann.
coming to this.
They had their tribes underneath the Earth.
No, what's it called? Twat
Tuatha.
with an H.
No.
How do you spell it?
Tuat.
Okay.
Tuatha De Danann. The tribes of the Earth. That's what it means.
We're gonna
Well, the
edit
tribes of Danann.
We're going to edit the spelling bit of this out.
Oh, please do, because I feel very, very, very vulnerable right now. But yes, but there's the inside Earth, and then there's, is it Anthony Byrd, General Anthony Byrd?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he flew into the inside Earth, and and then there's the children of Woolpit.
But here's the problem: is there are multiple theories about this, and according to multiple theorists, there are multiple ways in. But some of them will say the North and South Pole is the only way in. Some will say it's in the Himalayas. Some say it's Inca tribes. You said South America. There's a lot of theories that it's South America.
Yeah, Nazis all the way.
Yeah.
No,
You're obsessed.
it's the mustache.
The leather boots? No.
No. I'm from India, dude. We don't do leather. It's all about the hair. No, you know what? Look. Sorry. No.
Okay, so if anyone's listening rather than watching this on YouTube, Ashish just put a tin hat on.
Tinfoil hat.
Here's the
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because from a high level perspective, yeah, you're like, oh, that sounds bullshit. But if you try to put logic into it, right?
Yeah.
There are underground water bodies. We know of underwater caves which have like oxygen you can breathe in that grows wildlife. Why can't people exist over there?
I think the idea of people existing is conceivable. It's whether or not there is a whole civilization.
Yeah, but you only need like 4 rabbits. Look at what happened to Australia. You get.
What's your Australia theory?
You don't know this?
Go on.
All right, this is not even a theory. So basically, Australia, white people introduced pineapples and rabbits to Australia.
Yeah, okay, you go. Yeah.
Like Australia never had rabbits. Look, as soon as I start talking facts, my hat falls down. Like this is no. But that was the thing. Australia never had rabbits, but this guy wanted to hunt rabbits. He bought 7 or 8 of them and fucking rabbits everywhere. Yeah. So what's to say?
Dogs or something else as well? Didn't they introduce cats? Cats.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks, Rich.
Yeah. Have you read the Bible?
Hedgehogs in the New
I have read the Bible. Yeah.
Dude, it only took 2 peoples to start the human race. Come
What
on.
about the pre-Adamites?
Yeah. And see?
More than 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it started with 2. And now they're all a big happy family.
One of them couldn't follow the rules, just saying.
Hey, the Bible's supposed to be a guide to being a nice person.
Yeah.
It's not a rule book.
Oh, I've forgiven her. I have.
No, I'm a.
Aren't you Hindu?
Yeah, they're all the same now.
I would agree with that, actually. But, you've read the Bible?
Yeah, I've read the Bible. I read the Quran as well.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of J-Dog. Love him. He's
Everything he's done.
Dude, he's look, would you not want to be friends with someone with the most neatest party trick?
Yeah. If you could just produce wine like that, I would want to be friends with him.
Dude. And at the moment, the only thing that's been documented is Jesus being able to turn water into wine. What else?
Other stuff.
Because he was clearly really good at transfiguration. You give him a piece of bread. I was like, I want a blueberry muffin.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Fucking.
The man was an artist.
Yeah. He was an artist. He was a performer and an artist. Him, yes. But I'm telling you, going back to the shallow earth thing. Yeah.
It's not shallow earth. That's another.
Oh, sorry.
Hollow.
Hollow or hollow?
Hollow.
Shallow is the human. No, sorry. Too deep. No, the hollow earth thing. I think is the idea of there's a globe inside a globe that people are like, oh, that's not fucking geographically or geologically possible. But if you go by the idea of there's pocket cities, why not?
Yeah.
People talk about, this is what annoys me sometimes is people talk about things in silos, by themselves. But when you try to connect these random, theories and everything, for lack of a better term to make it clear, it's like, when you talk about the multiverse, right? When you start connecting things, like, it's fucking amazing. Like you talk about the lost city of Atlantis. What's to say like Atlantis wasn't always an underground city? People are like, oh, it went down the earthquake. Yeah, because if they were underground, they'd be the first people to get affected and get buried in. Huh?
Well, and there is a theory that the people of Atlantis fled Atlantis and built another underground city to live in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York. Sorry, Las Vegas. But
no, actually, Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, we were talking about this because Chicago is a city built on top of a city. So there is a city underneath Chicago.
yeah, but that was because of the Great Fire.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
there's nothing to do with
was
any
the Great
kind of-
Fire not just a cover up
Yeah, by the Atlanteans.
by the Atlanteans?
They burned Chicago down.
But there's plenty of cities built on top of cities and streets built on top. Like we're in London, and you can go to Selfridges. Selfridges is built above a street.
Yeah, Selfridge is definitely where the lizard people live.
Oh, definitely. The rich.
It's where they shop.
And it's yellow in
Self
color.
ridges,
Like
reptile ridges.
Yeah.
scales,
Scales.
They knew what they were
Scales.
doing.
claws, tails.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just listing things reptiles have. Fangs.
Thanks.
This is getting tenuous. What are the roots of the theory? Proponents of Hollow Earth theory claim that the Earth's interior is a vast habitable space with its own ecosystems and possibly an inner sun. According to some versions of the theory, there are large openings at the North and South Pole that lead into the Hollow Earth. These openings are said to be hidden or guarded by government and other entities. Some believers suggested that an advanced hidden civilization resides within the Hollow Earth. This civilization is often described as possessing highly advanced technology and intelligence. That's where they all are. Another common element is the concept of an inner sun that provides light and energy to the inhabitants of the Hollow Earth. This inner sun is believed to be at the center of the Earth. So that is
The core.
The core.
The core.
Yeah. So the core, which looks like a big sun, is a sun.
Do you guys follow, like, you're into comics, right, Dave?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Do you follow Monster Island? Like Godzilla, King Kong, and everything?
A little bit. More
Oh,
superheroes.
So that's the idea of Godzilla comes from this, no?
Oh yeah, Godzilla versus King Kong. That movie. It's all in the Hollow Earth.
The latest movie that's going to come out soon next year is basically they go to like Hollow Earth, and Hollow Earth doesn't.
Godzilla X Kong.
No, that was the last one.
Okay.
The next one, I don't know what it's called. It's called Kong something or King Kong something.
Okay.
And they've got like a new monster. That's the fucking Monsterverse. Because the idea in the Monster Island Monsterverse is basically you don't have humans in Hollow Earth. You basically have these monsters.
Like Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Go in and there's all the monsters.
It's man.
They get out of that very quickly in that book.
Ah, but I love that book.
Yeah, but like they only had one book to do it. No.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, whoa! Have you read what's it called? Animorphs.
No.
No, we're not bringing up the Animorphs from the 90s. The worst covers ever in a book.
Okay, no. Not the
Oh
book.
my God! Judge a book by its cover. That's the book to judge.
Yeah, but Animorphs used to have what do you call it? Like spin-off series. They did like
I was
Chronicles.
not aware of this.
So Animorphs had this spin-off series called the Hork-Bajor Chronicles.
You need to say that again. The what?
It's spelled differently. It's spelled as Hjork. Hork,
Hork.
right? Bajor. I don't know how Bajor is spelled. BJ something.
Yeah, man.
This got R-rated again. No, but the story for that one is basically. I'll give you a synopsis, plot synopsis, right? So that book basically starts with there's these group of organisms which are like half humanoid, half like basically a centaur, right?
Okay.
A centaur, purple color centaur, and they've got like these really sharp blades on their bodies, like their elbows, their knees, right? Their like hands and stuff, and their tails, and they're like basically an agriculture farming race. The whole planet is them just like farming stuff, right?
Okay.
But every now and then you have these valleys and caverns, which is like you don't go there because monsters live there. And it's like just fog. Anybody goes there. And the idea is like if you go there, you don't come back because the monsters kill you,
Yes.
right? So that's one.
Yeah.
And then there's this another parasitic alien race, which is like pathetic. They're just like tapeworms. They get into your brain, they take over your body, like stuff like that. And then there's a third race, that's the shapeshifters. So there's a war going on between the shapeshifters and the parasites. And accidentally, one of the shapeshifters lands on the farming planet, right? So they bring the war with them. And the parasites are like, fuck, these guys with the blades and all this, they're like the perfect war machines. Why are we trying to take over the shapeshifters why don't we take over the war machines, right? So then what they do is they'll be like, we take over the shapeshifters and the war machines, and we'll be like the superior race in the universe. That's the basis of the plot. Now here's the fun bit. You know the deep valleys and the fog that they talk about?
Yeah.
Turns out there's an even more superior smart race that lives under the fog.
Oh, what a twist.
And they genetically designed these war machines to do the heavy lifting and farming for
Hang on,
them.
who genetically designed them?
The smart asses in the fog.
Yeah. Because that's how humans were created.
Right. So that's why every time any of the, and they made these war machines simple-minded. They were they were what's it called? Biotechnologically. No, they were basically genetically engineered. They weren't like
They were a servant race.
Yeah. They didn't know that. So they were like, we'll make them sentient and we won't let them know that we created them. So they think they just grew up on the planet. Right? And they never thought that this could be weaponized at some point because it was just a planet that they were living on. And then when the parasites and the shapeshifters come in, that's when like all hell breaks loose. That is...
Shit gets real.
Yeah, and I think that is what Hollow Earth is. I'm sorry it took up 7 minutes for that.
So you're saying the people from the Hollow Earth created humanity?
Basically. Wait, wait, sorry.
None of this was...
No, let me put my hat on.
Okay, you put the hat
now
on.
I'm like, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to give you some history. So, a guy called Edmund Halley in 1692 theorized that the Earth might consist of a hollow shell about 800 kilometers thick, 2 inner concentric shells, and an innermost core. Atmospheres separate these shells, and each shell has its own magnetic poles. The spheres rotate at different speeds. Yes. Then in 1818, John Cleve Sims suggested that the Earth consisted of a hollow shell with openings around the same sort of size across poles, with 4 inner shells, each open at the poles. Sims became the most famous of the early hollow Earth opponents, and Hamilton, Ohio, even has a monument to him and his ideas. Scottish mathematician and physicist Sir John Leslie proposed a hollow Earth in his 1829 Element of Natural Philosophy book, and he of course went on to present Blue Peter, as we know. Marshall Gardner wrote a journey to the Earth's interior in 1913. Around the same time, Vladimir Abruchev wrote a novel titled Plutonia, in which the hollow Earth possessed an inner sun and was inhabited by prehistoric species. So it's going back to your Godzilla theory. The interior was connected with the surface by an opening in the Arctic.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Like all the names you've mentioned.
Yeah.
White people.
Well, as far as we know.
I mean,
Sir John Leslie, definitely a white man.
I'm just saying, like, get a hobby. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's either war or just random stuff that pops up, right? But hey, look, all I'm saying is, here's the other thing. What are people trying to prove?
That there's a hollow Earth. Haven't you been listening?
No. Here's my thing. Why does it need to be spherical? Because like that's where. Because
Are you talking about the concave hollow Earth?
Yeah.
No, don't worry, we're getting onto that.
Yeah.
No, because I'm like, why don't we bring the hollow earthers and the flat earthers together
Well,
and be like, look,
They are mortal enemies.
They hate each other more than they hate us.
but that's what I'm saying. Why are you fighting, bro? Just get together. Why can't you just be there's a flat earth inside the round
hollow
earth?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all about love and unity with you,
Because
isn't it?
that defeats the purpose of like why are we trying to find magnetic poles and all that shit? Like fucking there's a core, that's your sun, it's all
I
inverted.
think it's often, though, it is scientists, researchers, let's say, trying to outdo each other at different times, at different periods to be remembered. Often. It's about making a name for yourself, right? Coming up with the most believable theory for your time.
See, that's what bothers me. They're doing it for themselves. If they do it for the people,
Who does anything for the people? Have you
Yeah.
met the world?
Yeah.
I mean, comedy. Hey.
That's true. All you just give.
Yeah.
Ah,
Selfless.
yeah.
Selfless. Yeah.
That's all. What
Not in for the money, let's face it. So George Papashvili, in his Anything Can Happen 1940 book, claimed the discovery of the Caucasus Mountains of a cavern containing human skeletons with heads as big as bushel baskets.
They were just the Irish.
And an ancient
Also hollow heads.
and an ancient tunnel leading to the center of the earth. One man entered the tunnel and never returned. Novelist Lobsang Rampa, in his book The Cave of Ancients, said an underground chamber system exists beneath the Himalayas himalayas of Tibet, filled with ancient machinery, records, and treasure. Michael Grumley, a cryptozoologist, which I did not know was a thing, has linked Bigfoot and other homoid cryptids to ancient tunnel systems underground.
That's how they get about. That's why you can't spot them.
What, the Bigfoots?
Yeah.
They're using is the plural of Bigfoot big feet?
No.
Big-footed.
Bigfoots.
Bigfooted is just a...
Yeah. Bigfoot.
Okay. Anyway.
Bigfooties.
A book
It's like
by...
sheep.
A book by Dr. Raymond Bernard, which appeared in 1964, The Hollow Earth, exemplifies the idea of UFOs coming from inside the Earth. It adds that the idea of the Ring Nebula proves the existence of hollow worlds, as well as speculation on the fate of Atlantis and the origin of flying saucers.
Dude. Yeah. I agree. Look. Here's what I'm saying, right? Give me another conspiracy theory that has created its own genre of like books.
That is true. There's often conspiracy theories within conspiracy theories.
Like the only other I can think of is like religion, but like because mythology. I'm not dissing on religion.
Yeah.
Just I'm a big fan of every religion. Don't kill me. No, you were saying sorry.
No, that's fine. So one of the most famous kingdoms that is supposed that Hollow Earth,
the British.
Hollow. They had the chance; they would have invaded. Hollow Earth theory also often references the underground system of Agartha, which is said to be inhabited by mythological figures or political leaders. In some, I don't know why or not. In some variations of Hollow Earth theory, Agartha is portrayed as a thriving, advanced civilization inhabiting the hollow space between the Earth's crust. The inhabitants of Agartha are believed by proponents of these theories to possess superior knowledge, technology, and spiritual enlightenment, which makes me think we wouldn't have too many politicians under them.
Have you guys seen the map?
What map?
The map?
The map of Hollow Earth, the Agartha kingdom.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I like it.
It looks like a vagina. Like a really symmetrical
Mother
vagina.
Earth, indeed.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. It's like it's like you look up, like they did the whole map and everything.
Yeah.
And the whole discredit now is because it was made 3 centuries ago. That's why you can't, things happen, earthquakes, volcanoes, whatnot happen, and that's like there needs to be a new map. So there's basically people who like hardcore believers are like, oh, there's this now an artifact that's the map to Hollow Earth, and I'm like, fuck yeah, damn right.
Yeah,
like,
but how long ago was that created?
Potatoes. There's a map.
It doesn't matter because it's
There's
not
a
real.
map. I just want a map.
Of the,
A map and a list. A map and a list.
He just likes it because it looks like a vagina. Okay.
That's
Closest
scares
I've
me.
ever been.
If political leaders are living there, who do we think came from?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, Trump.
No.
Braverman, for sure, surely.
No. She's brown, no?
Okay, yeah, good point.
Well, she would just come from Shambhala.
That's such an insider joke.
Well, Shambhala is another underground city.
If you didn't get it, fucking Google it.
I love the word Shambhala.
We're getting uber geeky now.
Sorry. Shambhala.
Mooch is like, what the fuck are these guys talking?
We brought him in on his day off to listen to nonsense.
It is.
I could have been with my family.
Yeah.
Leftovers.
They're trying to diffuse it so that you don't know about the Hollow Earth. Now it's a festival. No, Shambhala's a...
We should have just done a food podcast.
We should just...
So much simpler.
Thank you. I was like, my brain doesn't do English. It's like, my brain was like talking Hindi. I was like, whoa, wahan pe khate kya hai? I was like, fuck, they would know.
Oh, do that again.
No. I
used to just think this was your shtick, that you weren't really Indian.
No. Everything I say is memorized.
Yeah, we know that.
I don't know the English language. Every conversation.
He's like Jackie Chan. Needs
It's
cue cards.
memorized.
Yeah.
No, I can't even read English. I memorize every scenario.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good I am. If you meet me in India and talk to me in Hindi, super genius. Like, have an actual conversation with me. This is all like scripted.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Actually.
Sorry.
Conspiracy in itself.
This is spontaneous.
For the benefit of the listener, she's just read from a book. Mythology. In Celtic mythology, there is a legend of a cave called Cruachan. Is that right? Cruachan. Also known as Island's Gate to Hell, a mythical and ancient cave from which strange creatures would emerge and be seen on the surface of the earth. There are also stories of medieval knights and saints who went on pilgrimages to a cave located in Station Island, County Donegal in Ireland, where they made journeys inside the earth into a place of purgatory. In County Down, Northern Ireland, there is a myth which says the tunnels lead to the land of the subterranean Tuatha De Danann, a group of people who are believed to be introduced Druidism to Ireland and then went back underground. So you know all about this.
Yeah, I grew up with that. So like when I was a kid, the gate to hell was like a drive away. Like we could drive there.
Could drive to the gate.
Drive to the gate.
It was a park,
right?
Yeah.
And I grew up during the Troubles, and like so hell was already here. It made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And you could get underground, and I that was no one told me that it was real, but it was a very big part of me growing up. Going, oh yeah, there's people that live under us. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. And then I saw a horror movie called Chud, which is Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. It's a Chud. Oh, Goodman. What's this? It's Roseanne's husband and
John Goodman.
John Goodman is name. John Goodman is in the very last scene of that film. So that's your, it's claim to fame. It's a terrible film that I adored, but as a kid, I thought, oh, that's what they are in America because it's set in New York. You got these. So I thought, oh, that's what the underground people in America look like. And,
The dark creatures are in America.
Yeah, right.
Northern Ireland in the 1980s.
No, I was a very lonely child, and but the weird thing was, like, as I grew up, I was like 14 and went, oh, this is all nonsense. Like it wasn't real. But I did genuinely grow up as a kid thinking, oh yeah, you can go to where hell is, you can go to where purgatory is. Like this was all talked about. Like it was just a thing. I mean, the places you mentioned in Ireland physically exist.
Yeah.
You can go there, and if you go there, it's super weird. Like it is a being.
And is it still a druid site?
No, not really. Not really.
The druids are all dead.
They're all druids all dead. That was St. Patrick chasing the snakes out of Ireland. That was him chasing the druids out.
Which we all know is fact.
Which we all know is fact because St. Patrick really existed.
But look, man, here's the thing, no? This is what I always say when people talk about religion or like mythology. It came from somewhere. Like if you look at mythology, it's all like okay, you call it fiction, fantasy fiction, right? But it's all glamorized stories. You take what was the guy who stole somebody's wife and then the horse and everything? The Greek one where they were hiding in the horse.
Oh, the Trojan horse.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one. Like
that one.
the way it's built up, like it was like a tiny ass village with like what, 100 or less than 100 people.
Well, no. Well, the Troy's never. It's one of the great things about archaeology is trying to find Troy, but
they say the actual story that it's been like adapted from was like just a tiny ass village, and I'm like, but that's where these stories come from. Like Hollow Earth. People say it's just like a story that a kid was telling that got out of hand.
But there's things like the children of Woolpit. Which was two green-skinned children that were found one day, and it was a older sister, and a younger brother, and the younger brother died, but the older sister lived, and she got married to an Englishman, and they talked about coming up from underground. They followed bells, and that's how they ended up where they were.
I mean, we've all OD'd on ketamine. This is like
no, but the children. It's when I was a kid. Children of Woolpit just blew my mind. They were green skinned. They were probably iron deficient or something, and that's why their skin color was weird.
Have you the siblings that were like the wolf siblings? I saw it on Ripley's. Nice. No, but they had like hair all over the body, like on the face as well, right? And it's just like people like they're like. Because that happened in like the 20th century, they were like, oh, it's just a skin condition, it's like genetic, right? I can imagine that happening like 300 years ago, or like 4 or 5 centuries ago.
Yeah, would have written a whole
like,
folklore, yeah.
The demon kids. And that's why I'm like, look, it's, if you try to put logic into it, wait.
Put your logic hat on.
If tinfoil hat's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the thanks, he made it. But like, it's like, people, because the one with like what's the guy's name?
There's been a lot of
17,
guys.
the guy who started all this.
Oh, so the guy that's
Helway or Halloway?
Helly, yeah.
Helly, sorry, Helly. Him, he, like, what he was trying to do was, like, you have to take baby steps. You know, if he started with, like, there might be a subterranean population. You know, there might be people living under the main land or whatever you want to call it. And then then you're like, how do they survive? What do they? My man was just like, there's another Earth. Like, just go ahead first. You know, try to prove subtle things. You go to Vegas, bro. Like, there are mole people there are literal mole people over there who just, like, they can't afford to live in the houses, so they live in those drainage pipes, right? What's to say that they can't start their own hollow Earth?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Morlocks.
The
time machine.
I think hollow Earth exists.
Entirely hollow, or just you can live underground?
You can live underground. Like, go to South Kensington. People live in basements all the time. They've got like 2 window flats. They call it a flat. It's like it's a basement.
Yeah.
You paid
With
$1 million
hole
for
in
a
the ceiling.
basement.
There's light.
Look, that's my thing. You cannot be like, my house has 3 windows. If you have to look above eye level to a window, that's a ventilator. That is not a window. You're not living in a flat. You're living in a storage basement.
You're so glad you moved over.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. You know
Okay.
what we had in India? Sun.
In Native American mythology, it is said that the ancestors of the Mandan people in ancient times emerged from a subterranean land through a cave on the north side of the Missouri River. There is also a tale about a tunnel in the San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation in Arizona near Cedar Creek, which is said to lead inside the earth to a land inhabited by a mysterious tribe. The elders of the Hopi people believe that an entrance in the Grand Canyon exists, which leads to the underworld. That's quite well known, I think. Brazilian Indians who live alongside the Parima River in Brazil claim that their forefathers emerged in ancient times from an underground land, and that many of their ancestors still remained inside the earth. Ancestors of the Inca supposedly came from caves which are located east of Cusco in Peru.
But that's like evolution, no?
Yeah, but to those people at that time, that's a way of making sense of it, right?
Yeah.
Because evolution as a concept would have been far too difficult to comprehend.
I think they comprehended evolution. They just, again, it's like
Different wordage for it.
Yeah. How do you
okay.
want to pass on the stories to your kids? You know, if somebody reads out, like, I don't know, Darwin's like theories and research papers to you, you'll be fucking bored. But if like this one man went on an adventure to figure out where snakes come from, and you're like, fuck, I want to learn all about it. I think it was just them passing on science that way. That's why I'm like, I think there's no, okay. I know I just said hollow earth exists. Let me rephrase. No, because I had the hat on, man. I got carried away. I'm sorry.
I understand that.
I think, I don't know if hollow earth exists or not, but I think hollow cities exist.
Like the Derinkuyu underground complex in Turkey.
What's that?
Oh, right. Okay. So this guy in the 1960s was refurbishing his flat, and he knocked through a wall, and he suddenly found there was a huge city complex behind it, like huge, different levels, everything. It's actually quite scientific. There's ventilation, there's cooling, we're not allowed to explore it. You can have a visit to a little bit of it, but you're not allowed to explore it. So, I mean, obviously, maybe, it's health and safety, but also it hasn't been fully explored, and that's because that's.
And this is one of the things, that the technological advancements of the people that emerge from Hollow Earth is one of the things that is quite consistent with some of these things. Like the Incas, for example, were very technologically advanced.
Absolutely.
For their time. Irrigation, they had water systems.
We've all seen amazing cities of gold.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Has anybody ever tried to relate the Hollow Earth theory to the tunnels in Venice and Birmingham? I mean, not the Birmingham, that shit, but like Venice.
Not in the research that we did in an hour.
Because Venice is a constructed city.
Yeah.
That's a slightly different
So I don't
thing.
think it would be there.
But yeah, but
Venice shouldn't exist as
I mean, yeah, but like
Venice.
that's the other thing. Why is there a case that the Hollow Earth has to be natural? Why can't there be a case of like it was constructed by, superior beings?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the Animorphs Chronicles.
Concave Hollow Earth theory. The concave hollow Earth theory is another variant of the hollow Earth hypothesis, but with a distinct twist. While the conventional hollow Earth theory suggests that the Earth is a solid sphere with a hollow interior, the concave hollow Earth theory suggests that the Earth is concave, resembling the interior of a sphere with the outer surface forming the interior of a gigantic hollow sphere. According to this theory, the surface of the Earth is concave, forming a hollow space within. This means that instead of living on the outer surface of a solid sphere, humans and other life forms are situated on the inside of a vast hollow cavity. Proponents of the concave hollow Earth theory propose that what we perceive as the sky is, in fact, the interior surface of the concave Earth. The sun, the moon, and the stars are thought to be located within this hollow space. The theory often attempts to explain gravity and other physical phenomena by suggesting that gravity is caused by centrifugal force generated by the rotation of the concave Earth. Advocates of the concave Earth, hollow Earth theory may claim that celestial bodies, such as the sun, are situated at the center of the hollow Earth, providing light and heat to the inner surface.
Wait, what?
I'll read it again. So basically, we are living inside. We are living inside.
That was my question.
Yes, yes.
You know?
So what
we're
we
on the
see
inside
as
of the
the
Earth.
sky and the Earth, that is all the outer sphere. We are on the inner sphere.
And that is why the moon landings were fake.
Yes.
Because the moon doesn't exist.
No. Well,
Yo.
it does exist, but it's not somewhere you can go.
Bro, this
Yeah.
I it's all a projection in the sky. I've seen the Truman Show.
I've told you about the holographic moon.
Yeah.
It's, oh man, I you know what? Wait.
Hats
Had the
off.
hat
The
on
hat is back
again.
on.
I-
Hat is
I-
back
I-
on. He
I-
means
I-
business.
I think it's true. It's look, negate the logic. I'm gonna say this. I don't have a social life. I have too much time on my hand. I've
We
been
know that's why
unemployed
you're
for,
here.
like-
Yep.
I've been unemployed for like 4 months now. All I do is like read shit. And what we've discussed in the last, I don't know how many, 20, 30 minutes is Godzilla, Monster Island, Animorphs, right?
Oh, you brought up Animorphs.
Yeah.
I'm not behind the
That was not on our
Dude,
list.
I will post it on my Instagram. I will send you the link. It is basically the Animorphs. Even the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's to say that the Hollow Earth, stick with me on this one, the Hollow Earth
This is going to take some doing. I could feel it.
is not a part of the Matrix.
Now
If
you're,
we're all
now
living
you're
in a
merging
simulation.
conspiracy theories.
It all becomes one mega conspiracy, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, the government's fooling us. You know, because think of the the places in Ireland. There's actually hell and everything.
Yeah. Well, that's just Ireland.
Why?
I love my home. I love my home, dude.
Yeah, they all went to a bad rave. That was not them coming out of hell. That was just coming out of a rave. No, but if that's all there, why aren't we trying to record this? Why has
Well,
no
some
one
people are.
Some people are.
Yeah, but where's the evidence?
You haven't just
No,
gone. Well, YouTube have pulled. Not that we don't love the YouTube, but YouTube have pulled loads of stuff that really explains all this.
You know who made them do that? The government.
Which
Well, but-
government?
All of them.
them,
Oh,
they.
the lizard people.
All the lizard. It's all in area 84 or 46. Which one is it?
Area 41.
That one.
Area 51, sorry. Area 51.
That one.
Oh, it's Area 41 as well. Why not?
Yeah, why
Hey,
not?
look, if there's a 51, there was probably 50 more before it, right? You don't come up with
That is
51
true,
randomly.
yeah.
I'm just saying, it's all with the government, man. Like, it's there. We're all living in a simulation, and Hollow Earth is there. You know what? I don't even think it's flat Earth. I don't even think it's like spherical, concave, or anything. I think it's just two pyramids, base to base, spinning. That a diamond. That's what it is.
That's a whole new theory.
No, I'm just saying. But if the diamond spins too fast, it looks like
It looks like an Earth. Yeah, I can think. Yeah.
you know. And when it stops, that's when it's flat. Huh?
This is what happens when you put the hat on.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying there's no science behind it. I don't believe it.
Debunking the theory. So, the hollow earth theory lacks scientific credibility and is not supported by any substantial evidence, to your point. Several lines of scientific reasoning and observation counter the claims made by proponents of the hollow earth theory. Gravity measurements taken from various locations on the Earth's surface consistently support the model of a solid, dense Earth. The distribution of mass within the Earth, as indicated by gravity measurements, aligns with the current understanding of a solid, layered structure. Seismology, the study of seismic waves generated by earthquakes and other geological phenomena, provides valuable information about the Earth's interior. Seismic studies have revealed that the existence of solid layers, including the Earth's crust, mantle, and core, which is consistent with the idea of a hollow Earth.
Phil.
Yeah.
Give me the paper now.
No, I'm not giving this to
Give me
you.
the paper now.
These are the facts.
Bro, you never use punctuations. Like, breathe.
Listen, satellite observations and remote
Pause.
and remote sensing technologies allow us
And
to
a full
study
stop.
the Earth's surface.
I had to give 2 language tests to get into this fucking country. And I'm coping with this shit. Like, come on. I mean, thank you for having me on this podcast. It's really amazing. I love the exposure it's giving me. He went to 3 pages in like 3 minutes.
Look, man.
He's efficient.
Yeah. I've got to get the facts out so you can speak.
Yeah.
I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Do you want me to go slower?
Yes, please.
Okay. Satellite observations and remote sensing technologies allow us to study the Earth's surface and subsurface features in great detail. There is no evidence of large openings or polar entrances leading to a hollow interior. The Earth's geological processes, such as plate tectonics and volcanic activity, can be explained by the current understanding of a solid Earth. The hollow Earth hypothesis failed to provide a satisfactory explanation for these geological phenomena. Temperature increases with depth within the Earth, and this gradient is consistent with a solid interior. The concept of an inner sun in a hollow Earth does not align with our understanding of the Earth's thermal properties.
Again, it's based on the fact that we need the sun, we need the sun to survive. But like aquatic life or subterranean life needs the sun to survive. That's the thing. This is what annoys me, and I'm not even gonna put the hat on for this one. But like, this is what annoys me. Is like, we try to be like, can we exist over there? No, we can't exist over there. But what's to say other things and other sentient beings can't exist over there?
Well, there's always the possibility. Like, I'm going to say it right this time. The Derinkuyu underground city complex in Turkey is certainly fascinating because we don't really know where that came from or have real conjecture. So, like, people have been living underground. Like, there are places where that's happened. Like, so what if there are people down there? I mean, we've all seen The Descent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, 1,000 years ago, people couldn't even imagine white people in Africa. And like, that's happened.
Yep, famously.
I'm just saying, like, you know, I think people should give it a chance.
Yes. Be open-minded.
Be open-minded. You know, do anal. Sorry, what?
Despite claims made by the proponents of hollow earth theory, there was no empirical evidence such as direct observations or measurements supporting the existence of a hollow earth or the presence of hidden civilizations within it. The hollow earth theory is not supported by scientific evidence and is considered pseudo-scientific. The current scientific understanding of the Earth's structure based on a wealth of empirical data supports the concept of a solid layered planet. So the evidence suggests the opposite, but we are saying that doesn't exclude the possibility that there are people.
No, there are cover-ups.
Yeah, fucking go to Croydon, man. You'll see the lizard people up on the ground. Cold blooded as fuck.
Okay, so you do believe in underground civilizations.
I do believe in underground civilizations, but I don't because we've got archaeological evidence of that. What's interesting about that is why did that happen? Where did that come from? But as much as I wanna. No, the Earth isn't hollow. The moon is, but the Earth isn't hollow.
Any other planets?
The moon is a hologram.
Yeah.
That's why he's a professional.
Thank you.
Ashish, thoughts? Do you believe it? Do you believe the Earth is hollow in the literal, in the way we've described it?
I don't think the Earth is hollow. I think people are hollow. Sorry.
We're all empty.
Put a hat on.
Hat on.
I think the Earth isn't hollow. like completely hollow, as in like a ball within a ball, like a Russian Earth doll thingy. But I think there's a good chance of some form of society or subterranean community to exist, which is possible. I do agree that like there can't be gravity, there can't be sun, like depending on how deep inside, you're talking. But it's a possibility.
An ecosystem could be created to support.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Like, okay, not 100%, but like more than 90%. That can
More
be
than
done.
90%.
I think it's bullshit.
The hat came off and he thought it was bullshit.
Ashish, would you like to tell people where they can find you, where you're doing gigs, what you're doing, what the hell you're doing with your life?
Yeah.
You'll find me under the
Under the earth.
He's an underground comedian.
Oh, damn, that's where life is. No, I'm on Instagram. I'm on all the socials.
What's your handle?
It's at Scientist Suri. Suri is Suri. Or just go to my website, ashishsuri.com. All my gigs are over there. I'm mainly on Instagram, though. And I do post up conspiracy theories, like, do I have a British passport or do I have an Indian passport? Wait, we will never know. What do you think, though? You never said that.
I don't believe the earth is hollow. I do believe that there have been, that people have existed underground at various times, not for lengthy periods of time, but I do think that's happened, communities, but I don't think on any massive scale.
I guess Dave and I are friends now.
Yeah. That's the premise of the podcast. Even if I did think that, I wouldn't say it.
It would break the cycle.
Okay, do you want a joke to end the podcast?
Oh, yes.
Go on.
What's the fastest liquid on Earth?
No, sorry.
Milk. It's pasteurized before you can see it. That's the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.